Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing this February the 14th, 2024. About to get underway of a 2-day snowstorm in the great state of Michigan. And like the channel, follow, subscribe, and share to get that daily, once a day video that you've come to expect, love, need, and deserve. Become yes members of Jabroni Killers down in the video description or the pinned comment for a super simple and best value $3.99 a month. Uh, or super chat to support the channel. Sorry about missing a video and a late video today. A lot of family emergencies came up that got in the way of this. So we're going to give you this late night video here so we didn't miss 2 days in a row, but I ask you to understand unforeseen family emergencies. One thing turned out to be okay. The other one seems to be progressing fine, but we just don't know. And that's all I'm going to say about any of that. You can see the Bitcoin price. We did have a nice rally yesterday in some of the altcoins. You can see Bitcoin is still below the 50-day moving average at 98,000 and above the 100-day moving average at 93,509 and change. And that's the range we were thinking we were going to trade in all this week. And that's the range we did. And now if you get rejected by that 50, which you're hitting right now, you would come back down close to that 89,922 where we had the wick low. So that's something we're going to be watching. Bitcoin dominance continues to trend down. And that's another reason the altcoins have been able to pump from their suppressed lows that they were in after the altcoin dump of 30 to 50% about 2 weeks ago. So we'll continue to watch if this trades back down towards the 58.55% dominance, which would allow some more rallying in the altcoins. If we look at XLM, you can see we continued to pump and we are actually above the 100-day moving average now at 34 cents. And if we go into the daily time frame to update these, you can see the 50-day moving average is still trending down, but has slowed down now. The 100-day moving average now has briefly stopped going down and is trading parallel, and the 200 is still slightly uptrending. I still do think this 50, and we're going to have a bearish cross. I still think this 50 is going to come underneath the 100 in the daily, which would be a bearish cross in the next few days. And we got to watch out to see now if we get rejected here somewhere between the 37 cents or the 50-day moving average and potentially as high as the 43 cents. And it's just another rally like we had here. Then we came down and then we came back up and got rejected there. And this was our next leg down, touching the 200-day. And then we rally back up like this and then maybe come down and maybe have a bigger fall. Or would this be a potential bull flag setting up there, right? So that's something that we're watching out for this weekend. The critical level is to stay above that 34 cents, 200-day moving average in the daily, and try to breach and hold above this week on the 37 cents or the 50, the short-term moving average, with ultimately to get short to medium-term bullish again, we need to get back above that 43 cents major resistance support level that determines if you're short to medium-term bullish or bearish. XRP has also had a similar rally, but more ferocious. And what I think we're doing is we're building this right shoulder, as I still believe we're in this head and shoulders. We'll bring that up there for you. This head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. Oops, we don't want to change that. That's what I think we're in. And we did peak all the way down there to the 100-day moving average at 219. And what we were saying since then is we would look to build this right shoulder now over the next several weeks to a month. And it looks like that's exactly what we're doing right now. The volume hasn't come back in. We're having a prototypical relief rally, and it looks to me like we're building a right shoulder, which could bring you up to, get up there, right shoulder high just below this $2.99. You can see we hit 291 on the left shoulder. And if this is a right shoulder and we do break down back towards the neckline, we do know our targeted move is all the way down there at about $1.29. And we've been on top of this uh, for multiple weeks now in XRP. Ever since we were up here, we were looking at what could have been a head forming, and that is what formed. And now we're looking to see if this right shoulder is forming to solidify what this pattern is, and we're going to be watching out for the next few days and notice the volume. We have the big middle finger and the red volume candlestick right there in early February, about February 3rd, where we had the big dump. And now we're having this right shoulder relief rally getting built. And we're going to look to see uh, if you can stay above this 50-day moving average now in the daily, as the moving averages now have started to trend up, or if this is nothing, I still don't want to buy you more than a brief return rally where we keep trading up and then get harshly rejected up here on the right shoulder and then start to trade back down towards the neckline and then start to fulfill this targeted move. Or if we're just going to invalidate this and get above the 299 and hold it, which would invalidate this pattern. Only time will tell, but I still am confident that this is a short to medium term head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern playing out, and we're going to continue to watch that. AMP, I feel like AMP might be ready to have a nice little run up here in the next several days, going from here, maybe a 20 to 25 to 30% move, potentially as high as at 7.00739 after being heavily dumped upon the last several days. H bar is also trying to have a pump, but it needs to get, it's sitting just below the 100-day moving average. It needs to get above the 100-day moving average, and potentially you could try to make another run up near that 34 cents. Sorry, this is just a quick update. A lot of things going on. XDC had a big flush. We got supported now on the 100-day moving average in the daily. We're slightly above the 50, but again, like all of these coins, the volume is not rising. So we're going to see if this isn't just another relief rally and we start to dump down closer to that 200-day moving average down here at about 0.06 cents. Algo has had a rally too, not as strong. The moving averages are still moving down. The 100-day is moving slightly down. As you can see, it's now down to about 32 cents. The 50 is still steeply moving, and I expect a bearish cross in the next 6 to 10 days down to 33 cents, and the 100-day is running parallel at 27. And that's where we got supported on, besides that flash wick down to 23 cents. And that's an area that it needs to hold. Please like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love.